hey, 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 hey. How we doing, chat? How we doing, chat? How we doing, Lions? Previously on Kimba TV. Yeah, so if it really is bullish, it probably will hold value and point of control, stuff like that. So this is really just, this is a continuation off of last night, if you guys remember. So we said those are bad highs, it should all get cleaned. We talked about that. So what I would say, for example, is like if you're bullish and you're in a long, you want to try to stay above point of control. You don't want to like fail auction off of it and then rotate back, because then a lot of your value is down here. So if you're bullish, you should be able to hold these point of controls. You've got single prints. If you're bullish, you wouldn't want to grab all of them. So leaving some behind would be ideal. Hey, that's late night drinking for you. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. How we do? All right, let me get caught up. Let me take a look at what we're dealing with, man. G Jones says, hey, early stream. Let's go. I'm actually a little bit late. I wanted to get here a little bit earlier. But I think for the most part, you guys know what to expect. I think this is golden pocket, but if you wanted to scalp short, now will be the time as we make our way back to value area low. Yeah, so if you wanted to scalp short, now would be the time. Well, let me finish roll call and actually take a look at the charts, because I'm actually looking at this. I mean, just like face value. This is your scalp short opportunity. TPO just got grabbed. Single print just got grabbed. Golden pocket, like easy confluence. Yeah, and then let's see, how is it gonna open? We're at, yeah, so it's gonna have a gap open. So yeah, I mean, I can't long value area low, right? Maybe there's a value area low scalp long. But I don't think that's going to hold. You know me, I think we're going to go see 94 or lower. So, I mean, actually in this context, I wouldn't even long 94 anymore. I think it goes lower. Yeah, so we're not even longing 94 anymore. We'll expect lower. So, yeah, if you were bearish and you wanted to scalp, you have your opportunity right in front of you. Maybe we clean that again. I actually wouldn't mind value area high. Maybe the RTH cleans that, huh? If it goes and cleans that and it's an SFP, that's probably like an easy short that I'll probably take too. But everything's been talked about, planned out. Let's get it, Lions. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Let's get it. Cowboy Crypto says, how was your Super Bowl? Extremely tiring. I haven't been hungover like this in a while, man. I don't know if I want to throw up or if I'm going to shit myself, Cowboy Crypto. But did you hear all of my travel plans that I said in the beginning along with the TA and the plans for today? We did the TA, we did the travel plans, and we did the trade plans already. Murky says, if you're not shitting, you're not juicing. Hey! Hey, talk to him. Talk to him, my boy.
He just told us
Facts.
to be prepared.
Facts. Good morning, Jedi's Kirk. Blink John says, BRB, I gotta rewind. I did look at the highlights. Nice. Yeah, Blink John, it's just a continuation off of Friday, if you really think about it. Yeah, basically what we said was if you're in a long from down there, that's awesome. But obviously that's RTH weekend. So, or excuse me, ETH weekend. So that's a poor low, weak low. Um, if you wanted to short, now is the time. It's pixel perfect golden pocket. These are the levels, and so if it goes back up at RTH open and it swing fails, I think that's an easy short. Maybe there's a bullish retest, scalp long at value area low, but you know me. I'm gonna be waiting for 94, and in fact, given this context, 94 probably isn't gonna hold anymore, so I would expect lower. All right. So there is a really aggressive scalp long if you want to try to take it. Um, Scalp short if you're already in it. That's fantastic. The short high isn't the greatest either, so RTH could sweep it. Um, Yeah, the if it's really bullish and it really isn't gonna go into, so this is what I would say, like it's tried to go break into gap so many times and it keeps bouncing, right? So that's impressively kind of bullish. It just sucks if you're bullish that it happened over the weekend, right? So too bad it couldn't do that with RTH. I'm sure we're gonna have some sort of like settlement retest or value area low retest. So if it really is, if it really is that bullish and this low is gonna hold, then yeah, maybe it isn't gonna gap fill. So um the that you see what I'm saying? Like if it doesn't gap fill, it actually is really bullish. And so like the opposite or the inverse of that for me is if it's gonna go back into the gap now, it's not gonna be a good place to long because it's probably gonna go. It's gonna break. I don't think this is gonna hold if it is gonna try to revisit it again. Make sense? So when you do something like that, you gotta hold it. You can't like backtrack. So coming back down here again, this probably won't hold. I'll expect lower. All right, that's about it. Blink John. So RTH is here we go. RTH time. There it is. So there's your gap right on VWAP. It totally makes sense. And you know, we're gonna see if there is a bullish retest at value area low or at settlement. I don't think so. I don't think any of these places are good longs. I don't think 94 is a good long anymore based off the context. All right. Y'all ready? So that's about it, Blink John. You know, need a little bit more data, but it's just a continuation off of where we left off on Friday. So if on Friday or over the weekend you didn't expect a golden pocket retracement, then that speaks a little bit more on probabilities and preparation, right? So as I always say, never let price action surprise you. If it did, then you were not prepared to the fullest of your capabilities. So pixel perfect golden pocket, not that difficult. Obviously, we have that yellow line over there. So we'll see what RTH wants to do, and we'll go from there. All right, Blink John. So yeah, nothing has really changed. And then if you do get back above value area high, I mean, not only will we most likely clean 103, but 108. So this is kind of like your buffer zone. Like that would probably get cleaned if we can break above here. So kind of like invalidation, entry, TP type of thing. All right. I think it's pretty straightforward. Steve says 12-hour work days next month, so no time for trading for me. That's okay. Steve, you can still get into spot and low leverage, higher time frame trades too, though. There's always like every day there is a trade or a scalp that you can take, just like how we started the morning TA with the short. There's always that scalp long we talked about, the scalp short, and there's higher time frame trades too. So even if you can't watch the charts every single day, you can definitely get into some easy positions too. Absolutely mental, says Kimba. You've talked about trading altcoins in S&P, but do you plan on trading commodities, gold, oil? Yeah, I mean, I'm already in positions for gold and oil, if you remember. Yeah, we did those live months back. But yeah, I mean, even things like silver, we did a little bit of TA on it last week too. So yeah, I mean, I still think silver can hit, 45, 50. If it can continue the uptrend, I still think gold can hit 3,000. Those are my TP levels. It's just that with gold and oil and silver, I mean, these are positions that I've had for like 4, 5, 6 months now. And I really haven't had to re-enter or really scalp. So that's why I haven't talked about it as much. But yeah, absolutely. But if you remember, I mean, I still have my 2300, 2280 longs from gold. Yeah. But not the oil one. Yeah, it's I think we got in it ironically when like crypto phase got in it too, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're going to start scalping all of those things too if you want. I just like things that are easier to trade. And so anything like oil, you're going to have to factor in like geopolitical stuff, and it's more than just level to level. So it's a little bit more complex, but yeah. But yeah, definitely absolute. You excited? Kachoya. That's my bad. McGillum, what's going on? Freestyle JT, let's go. Any questions? Ladies and gentlemen, just got to be patient, y'all. All right, but we gave the scalp short, scalp long. Shout outs to people longing, shout outs to people shorting. The math is the math and the juice is the juice. It's easy money, Bugatti money, ladies and gentlemen. You got to bereave. Do you bereave, ladies and gentlemen? But session-based volume profile, brother. Okay? Because I think we covered this a little bit when we talked about full rotate and like previous day value and previous day value area high, right? Like you guys know when I say previous day value area low, previous day value area high, do you need an indicator? Okay? Like forget the fucking settings for session-based TPO, okay? If I say previous day value area low, previous day value area high, you guys understand that you guys go to UTC and you pull the fixed range volume profile from 0000 to 2359.59. You guys understand that part, right? So the only difference is what is the time frame that you're supposed to figure out the fixed range volume profile for when it comes to session-based volume profile. You guys with me so far, right? The only thing that you guys don't know is what is the exact time that I'm supposed to start for RTH session-based volume profile. That's the only data that you guys need to know, right? So when I say, are you combining the sessions, that's what I mean. Do you guys know what time you're supposed to start from and end from? So to me, the only thing is it could maybe you guys have a little bit of a different TPO or a row size, and or you just don't know where to start the volume profile window from, right? You don't know where to start the range from. So it's either that or you just have slightly different settings than me. It's only one or the other. There's nothing else. You with me so far, chat? But we can nerd out a little bit because there's really cool things that you guys can do with Asia session or London session or American, the US session. Each session kind of has its own like uniqueness to it, as you guys can probably imagine. I mean, maybe we should cover the different ways in which international markets impact CME, for example. Do you guys know how it works if somebody in China wants to long CME? The pathway that it takes to place that order. Like all of that knowledge matters, right? And I don't know what you guys don't know. I'm assuming most of you guys understand, but maybe we need to do like a comprehensive start to finish, like basic nerd out, huh? Ismail is asking, hi Kimba, is Exo better than Quant Tower? In my opinion, yes. Yes, but there's pros and cons. I mean, what I usually suggest is you try it yourself, and you can be the judge of which one you like better. All right. Bravo Trading says, just waiting a good setup. Very nice. Very nice. Well, if you were here in the very beginning of the stream, we talked about two trades. Short off the golden pocket and long off the VWAP. So whether you're in a short from there or in a long from here, can't lose. All right. And rooting for both parties. That's the day-to-day stuff, the smaller scalping shit, So in terms of scalps, it's whatever. On like medium and higher time frame, it's just a continuation of Friday. Lower lows, lower highs. I need to see structure change. There's a lot of levels that I need bulls to, kind of flip. So, yeah. We'll see if I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit more volatile just because there's about twice as much volume for CME and S&P. So maybe we get a little thang. And as we talked about, when it's kind of crabbing and compressing the price like this, there is going to be like a nice little breakout. So, but let me know if you have any questions, Steve. Pewudu says, when will you start streaming tomorrow? Around the same time as today. Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier. I'll be here really early for Wednesday because CPI comes out an hour before US market opens, right? So for CPI Wednesday, I'll be here hella early. Okay? But tomorrow, maybe just like 30, 40 minutes before US market open. But that's why I'm asking you guys, do you feel prepared? Are you going to be okay for the next 16 hours? Let me know. This could have a $3,000 pump, and I know exactly where I would get into a long and how I would take a short. This could have a $3,000 dump. I know exactly how I would take a long or get into a short. So let me know. Kisoric says, thank you for the stream, boss. It's my pleasure, Kisoric. Any questions before I go, Kisoric? Yeah, a little bit of a bummer. I wish it was more volatile, but it's okay. I mean, this happens all the fucking time. You guys know where value is, right? Value area high, value area low. You guys know where VWAP is. You guys know where settlement is, right? You guys know where RTH gap is. Like, this is a very similar scenario to where we were last week, okay? It does not change how I would perceive a RTH gap. For example, like let's say Macaulay Culkin, it dumps. And then when Macaulay Culkin is over and ETH resumes, and if we're inside RTH gap, that would be bearish, right? If we're below RTH, hella bearish, okay? If we are still above, but then we go in and then get out, really bullish. So just kind of think about how I would interpret like a Macaulay Culkin CME resumption here, and how it reacts. So if it opens here, but it does this, hella bullish. This, medium bullish, but then I would still wait for it to close. This, bearish. I would expect something like this. And then this is what I would think, like the 91, cleaning this, 91.5 is kind of what I would think for CME. Stuff that we talked about in the morning. Remember the 91.5, 92? And that's just to the downside, you know, if it goes to the upside and it cleans that, you know, right? Swing high, swing low. That's still possible for Tuesday. And then also, you know, something like this. Because I would be looking for 107, 108 if it breaches that. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to be the first level, but I think it would do this. So either way, like, you know, I would be in a long from here, you know, maybe TP1 here, but I think it would be 107, 108. So whether it wants to pump up, pump down, I know exactly where my trigger points are going to be. I know how I would get into a long or a short, whether it pumps or dumps. Polk Dead says, is BTC 75K possible? Anytime somebody has a question of insert random level, is this possible? Yes, it's level to level. But how would you, for example, when it loses 89 or it loses 90, how does it need to lose 90 for you to say, hey, we're gonna go lower versus, oh my God, this is actually a really good SFP long opportunity. You understand, Polk Dead? Anything is possible, but how do you look at data? What data do you look at what level to say, hey, going to 75 or going to 82 or going to 72 or going to 77, the probability is higher. You need to be able to take it level by level and read the data. Trying to predict the future is not the game. So you're gonna, you know, kind of fuck yourself, I think, if you keep asking questions like that. But like, if I asked you, how does it need to lose 90 for it to actually, you know, lose 90 and head on lower? You need to be able to answer that because we've been talking about that for weeks. So as long as you know all of those things and what data that you're going to look at and prioritize, then you're good to go. As long as you don't have a, what the fuck, why did it dump? Or what the fuck, why did it pump? And you don't get caught with your pants down, we're good. I just want you guys to be prepared, okay? Missing a long, missing a short, not that big of a deal, okay? But top longing, bottom shorting, that should never happen. Make sense? So, yeah, I wouldn't get too caught up in wasting so much brain power, you know, preparation time that you have trying to think if 75K is possible or not. Just have plans, man. So for me right now, in 46 minutes, you're going to have Macaulay Culkin. In an hour and 46 minutes, you may or may not have a CME ETH gap. Okay? I don't even know if you're going to have an RTH gap tomorrow morning. So what are we talking about 75K for right now? You know what I mean? I would hate to allocate, you know, time and attention and focus talking about 75K and then you guys fuck up, you know, the 94.3 RTH gap fill, right? Maybe Band-Aid says, have a good night. Thank you. I'm gonna, it's still gonna be a laptop stream the whole week. So if you're not aware of my travel schedule this week, please make sure you get caught up, okay? There is a chance that I might leave Miami early and go back to Texas and, you know, get like different sets of clothes or whatever before I go to Vegas. But I doubt it just because I'm so sick and tired of flying around. So I think it's just going to be Miami and then directly over to Vegas. All right. But make sure you guys get caught up so you guys know what the stream schedule is roughly. And yeah, it'll be a laptop stream probably for the whole week. That being said, we're still going to do a $10,000 giveaway tomorrow. So make sure you're signed up on all the exchanges, !giveaway. We also have a new exchange, Toobit, TOOBIT. It is in the ! giveaway page. All right. So OGs and veterans, don't fumble this. Okay. I would assume that most everybody that signs up is going to win. Because there's going to be a lot of people that will procrastinate and or are not listening. And I'll be like, all right, we're doing a Toobit giveaway. Are you ready? And there's going to be motherfuckers talking about, wait. What is this? Is this a new exchange? Hey, you know there's going to be motherfuckers talking about, wait, is this a new exchange? You know there's going to be people talking about, is this on Blowfin or KCEX? Wait, what is 2-bit? Have a great day, yo. Lions, mine. Hey, longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lions. I love you guys. Stay safe. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Hey, Reaving.